Next project we're presenting is Port Forward, step by step towards a smart connected port. This project is a solution that helps ports grow towards a smart connected port and can also support other ports in digital development. Thea Vries is presenting it, who's the Director of Marketing and New Business, and in the digital business solutions for the Port of Rotterdam. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me loud or too loud? Just let me know. Or yes, fine. Okay, then I will continue. I will take you on our journey how we strive to become the smartest port, a smart port, and as Port of Rotterdam, we are one of the leading ports, so we really want to make big steps in that. And I'm not focusing on one solution. I take you along our journey in our vision and our strategy and the toolboxes we have. And if you want to know more about it later, we can discuss it at the booth. What we see, and some who might have seen my other presentations might recognize this picture. What we see, there's a lot to gain. There's about 50 to 115 billion euros to be gained in the logistics chain if you make sure that all the waste has diminished. So if every party is very well connected to each other, if all data are shared, then we can save a lot of money and emissions. Because nowadays there are still about 30% of delays of ships. And that's strange if you see what all kind of technology is available. And also, if you want to ship a container from overseas into the inland, it takes about 28 parties and 100 interactions just to get a container from A to B. If you go to take the plane to a place, the travel industry looks the same. We are the cargo going on the plane. That's much more easy. So why can't that be in the marine industry? So it will happen, this change, and how fast it will go. To my opinion, it would be great if we go faster, but we have to start. And if we don't do it ourselves as port authorities, others will do, new tech players. So imagine a port, because if you want to change your port, you need to have a vision. And for us, a dream port is a port where are no delays, where ships are no longer waiting, where there are no trucks waiting, just like Daniel presented in his solution. Because it's so important to have a fluid port, to let every operation go as smooth as possible. But what do you have, what is the step you have to take to make that? We do a lot of testing, so we have container 42. That's a container. We put all kind of sensors on it with all kind of tech players that's traveling around the world, so that we can learn from all the information that is collected by this container 42. But our ultimate dream is that we really can make sure that the emissions will go down. Otherwise, we cannot grow as a port. In Rotterdam, we really have problems. We want to grow, but we have to take care of the city as well. And if we grow and we don't make it more sustainable, then it's fixed CO2. We cannot allow more CO2. We should bring that back. And how are we doing that? Is, for instance, with the digital twin. We are developing a digital twin that's an exact copy of the port, about the infra, about ship movements, about everything on our assets, so we can collect all kind of data and see where are the improvements. How can we, based on the information, historical and also predictive, if you make it based on deep learning and machine learning, then we can see where are the improvements possible. And for a good example is, for instance, our dredging tool based on data in the port. We dredge a lot in Port of Rotterdam, but we dredge also in corners where the ships are not turning, and we know now where they exactly are making the turns and how deep the ships are sailing. And we know now, with the digital twin, we can see what the current is. We can see how deep the water is. So we can advise, in certain circumstances, how much containers you can take on your ship. So you can maximize your cargo on the ship. So that saves money and also extra transport. So this is what we are now developing. It's an IoT platform with IBM, Cisco, and many other parties. And yeah, we are learning already. And yeah, I'm excited about what that's really going to bring us for the next few years. Because the data alone is not enough. You have to you have to turn them into insights, and you need tools for that to see what can we learn and how can we improve. So the way how we work in Port of Rotterdam is think big, but we act very small. So we are always searching for the coalition of the willing. So we are looking for parties who see the same problems and say, we want to solve that together. We need each other because a port is an ecosystem. As a port authority, yeah, we can do our business as efficient as possible, but yeah, a port is an ecosystem with all the terminals, all the operators, all the service providers in a port. So we are looking for a coalition of the willing, and then we start to develop. Or we work together with startups, or we develop it by ourselves. And we do that step by step. So we learn, we fail, and we throw it away, and we learn again, and scale up what is working. And then we make adoption in the port. And eventually, if it's adopted in the Port of Rotterdam, some of our customers, like Maersk and Shell, they want even some tools also in other ports because they see what it can save them in time, money, and CO2. So and that's what we also do. We have some solutions which are proven in Rotterdam and which we offer to other ports to see if we can work on a smart, connected world. So maybe, and that's something what I learned from Montreal just about the smart trucking solution, and maybe we can use that in our port. How did we start? First, we digitized our own process. That's the most easy way. Start with yourself and then improve the world. The next step was making our port community, our ecosystem, let them work as smart as possible. The next step was more into the hinterland. We have a lot of intermodal connectivities towards Germany and other countries, so we have to run our trucks are the most easy way, but rail operations are very difficult in Rotterdam. Many parties, and they all have to share their plannings data to optimize the chain. The same for the barge. So we are developing on that part right now. And ultimately, if you have everything in place in your port and connected to your hinterland, then you're ready to connect to the world and see what you can do between ports, because there's a lot of savings there as well. And only then we can really make the world more sustainable and save those 150 billion euros, if it's really that amount of money. So we focus on two areas. One is the real port operations with our community, and the other solutions are focused on shippers and forwarders. They have a different process, so we are only as a port a knot. So one part is focused on the knot, that's the left part, and the other one is for the shippers and forwarders to go as smooth as possible through a port. I will zoom in to that. Like Pronto, I presented that yesterday. That's a solution to optimize your port call. So all parties like terminals, agents, shipping companies, and all other parties that are needed around the port call, they use Pronto to share their plannings data so everybody can optimize their planning. And for Shell, for instance, it saves them 20% waiting time in the port. So that's quite a lot. And between ports, they can, it managed to organize the just-in-time sailing. So, and then it doesn't only save money, but also a lot of CO2 and NOx reductions. And Pronto is one of the solutions we are now testing in other ports to see can we create the same impact as in Rotterdam. Port Insider is based on our port community system port base. We are making that ready for in the cloud, also for other ports. So then we use what we learned in Rotterdam and we bring that to the world. Port Master, that's based on our port management system in how you can run as a harbor master. You port in the most safe and efficient way, so you can monitor everything that's going on in your port and you can administer it. So that, it's very important in managing the safety in your port. The digital twin I just spoke about. And this is how it works. It's a video if you combine all kind of solutions and see, then you get an idea of how the applications work and how we make the process easier.
Seaports are indispensable links for nearly all the world's cargo flows. Digitalization is rapidly transforming the logistics chain and the way ports are run across the globe. Port Forward gives an extra impulse to this development and the opportunities it provides. We offer a portfolio of digital solutions for optimal collaboration within the entire port community. Here is how it works. We offer duty officers a single window for scheduling, monitoring and administration that helps increase port performance. Dashboards show detailed information of all vessels in the port, as well as those that are scheduled to arrive. We offer the port community a convenient tool to register incoming vessels. This includes important information about cargo, ISPS code, draft, and required utilities. The duty officer can add operational details and, if needed, adjust a vessel's ETA, its required number of tugs, or its berth planning. All this is done while the vessel is still on its way to the port. Machine learning algorithms, smart warnings, and notifications help make timely adjustments to the vessel's planning. In preparation of the vessel's arrival, the duty officer orders the required nautical services. The agent in turn receives confirmation all services have been ordered. And of course, the captain is also notified of the vessel's schedule. The software continuously shares status updates so all parties involved can run their operations smoothly and efficiently based on the latest, most accurate information available. Frequent updates on the vessel's ETA help optimize sailing speed for just-in-time arrival. Bunkering and other service providers also get updates that help them plan and deliver their services much more accurately and reliably as well. When operations in the port are nearing completion, the agent reports the vessel's estimated time of departure, which enables the port officer to calculate port dues for the services and utilities the vessel received, such as electricity, water, and waste disposal, swiftly and accurately. Our smart solutions are proven in Rotterdam. They are cloud-based and delivered as a service, fully configurable for small, medium, and large-sized ports. And of course, they are designed for seamless integration into existing workflows and applications. Move forward, port forward. Would you like to know more or request a demo? Visit our website, portofrotterdam.com/port forward.
Yeah, so this is it in real, how it works. And this is then from the port suite and the supply chain. I go deeper into the next slide. And the most important thing, the change we are facing, is that we don't want to control and check what can be automated, what can be digitalized. And you want to run your process on the exceptions. And that's what we are focusing on, so you get the notifications and that you don't have to check anymore the normal process that are running. The other solutions we have is on the supply chain side. This morning I presented Navigate, that's a route planning system, because we found out that everybody was searching for all the routes towards Port of Rotterdam and onward, and it wasn't in place. So that's the step we took. We are developing some other tools like Ship Tracker, it's a vessel ETA, in our lab, because we still do have a lot of, in the lab we are predicting the vessels, so they can predict 10 days ahead. And recently we launched Box Insider, and it's a track and trace tool for container cargo, because that is still not available, so especially from ports into the hinterland. And that's one we notice a lot of questions from shippers who really love to join and see how that works, because there's so much to gain in that way. This is how the portfolio looks like. So for the ports who want to discuss this with me or are curious, feel free to visit me. I mean, the red shirts are easy to find at the booth. This is the whole portfolio. We have some tools running in Rotterdam, and we are not just piloting like On Track and Streamline. That's really for Rotterdam, and we don't scale it up yet. So we first check it in Rotterdam, and then we see if we can scale it up. But the other solutions are available for the international market. So please feel free to join. These are the parties we are working on to see if we can improve our port world and also in other ports. So we're working with them together. And then I close because the time is over. Yeah. This is what I want to say. We believe in a smart port, being a smart port, but especially in a smart connected world. So I really would like to invite other ports to join forces and see that we don't only talk about it, but that we take action and make sure that we change this port world, because we can do it. So let's make it happen, I would say. So I invite you and hope to speak to you later this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.